we're talking about the dramaturgy, you know, the drama at play and the award that, Sharad Pawar is owed, I mean, because of his acting skills. Now, Kiran, do you think Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar have the potential of, orchestrating something like this themselves behind the doors, maybe they're playing the greater fool, but they'll pull the rug underneath the entire coalition, let alone India Alliance?
Exactly. I mean, all these parties involved in today's function, everybody wanted this function to happen. Let's go one by one. So let's start with the Tilak Smarak Mandir Trust. Who are the trustees? The trustees are from the Tilak family. Tilak family, they are the loyal congressmen. They're known for their loyalty to the Congress. But in last few years, their loyalty are in question. Their loyalty is in question because their utility in the Congress is almost over. None of the Tilak family members got a ticket from the Congress party, whether it's Lok Sabha election or whether it's Assembly election. So my information is that they are trying to explore an alternative. Can BJP be the alternative? Can BJP be the alternative? The answer is definitely yes. Rohit Tiak, who is the Generation Next Tiak family member, is trying to get a ticket from the BJP, either for the Pune Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha election, which is take place in September next year. So the Tiak family wanted Narendra Modi, a BJP stalwart, to be part of this function. Narendra Modi is the first serving Prime Minister to receive this award. We must not forget this thing. Earlier, Indira Gandhi, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Manmohan Singh were awarded with this honor, but Narendra Modi is the first serving Prime Minister. This is well calculated move by the Tiak family. Second, the BJP also wanted someone from the Tiak to be on their side because the only Tilak family member, which was Mukta Tilak, she was a BJP MLA, but she passed away 6 months back, and the BJP had to lose the Pune bypoll election miserably after 27 years, just because they did not field anyone from the Tilak family in the bypoll. So BJP also needs someone from Tilak. Tilak also needs the BJP, and Pawar needs to be present in this function because everybody should remember, everybody should say, and everybody should, what we can say, remember all those things what Pawar had done few months back. Pawar had said in Pune only that it is time to throw out the Puneri pagdi, which is a headgear, which were quite popular in Lokmanya Tilak's era. So it is a time to throw out the Puneri pagdi and adopt the headgear which Mahatma Phule used to wear. So the message was that it is time to throw out the Brahminical supremacy and get a chance, get an opportunity to the OBC leadership in the state. That is what Pawar's statement is. So Pawar being a chief guest at a Tilak family function, as a award function given in name of Lokmanya Tilak, is also a message that Pawar is trying to convince the Brahmin voters in Pune that he was misunderstood on that day. Brahmin voters play a major role in Pune Lok Sabha. There are almost 4 lakh votes from this community, and no candidate can win without the support of the Brahmin. So everybody here, everybody involved, every party in this at this stage, they wanted this function to happen. This is what the background of this. But when we come about the political permutations and combinations in the future, what will happen to Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar? As you are rightly asked, that do they have a capability to rug the pool jointly? My guess is that it was Ajit Pawar who had taken a call to join with the BJP and Shiv Sena government because Sharad Pawar had planned a very cynical conspiracy to finish off Ajit Pawar's career. Ajit Pawar got wind of that plan, Ajit Pawar got wind of that conspiracy, and he decided to switch over. Pawar was aware that one day Ajit Pawar might switch the side, but he did not try to stop him at the last moment. He thought that Ajit Pawar will not be able to gather much support. But to Pawar's surprise, almost 90% of the NCP MLAs and the party workers have decided to go along with Ajit Pawar. And that is the setback to Sharad Pawar himself. Even if Pawar tries his best, he cannot rebuild a party with full force at the age of 83. Pawar will have to take another 10 years to regain what he has lost. In this context, in this situation, will Pawar show that much patience of 10 years to rebuild his party, or will he adopt a quick way to patch up with Ajit Pawar and allow and secure the political future of his daughter Supriya Sule? That is the question which needs an immediate answer.
Absolutely, Kiran. You've very eloquently summed up the entire possibilities of combinations and permutations and the two aspects, the two factors that you spoke about here as well. Mr. Balakrishnan, even as we wrap up this discussion, one last comment from you. Well, do you think that for the very first time in a long time, it seems like Sharad Pawar is actually on the back foot? It seems like what he's trying to sacrifice to safeguard his legacy, to make sure that he leaves an even playing ground for Supriya Sule, who's somebody who's next in line immediately after Sharad Pawar. And like Kiran pointed out, it's maybe age not being on his side, him not having enough political time per se to rally up the support of these, the lost NCP MLAs. Do you think after a very long time, it's Sharad Pawar on the back foot?
See, there is no question of being backfoot. What we are witnessing right now is a script which was scripted by Narendra Modi and Amit Shah and conveyed to Mr. Sharad Pawar through their common friend Mr. Gautam Adani. But every time there is a major political development in Maharashtra, Gautam Adani goes to Silver Oak and then spends hours together with Mr. Pawar. And after that, you see all the political developments which are taking place. So the main issue is that Pawar just cannot afford to alienate the BJP because the Enforcement Directorate has got a huge file. It had already issued a summons to him earlier and against Ajit Pawar also. So all these are people who are extremely vulnerable to raids and action by the Enforcement Directorate. So what we are seeing is a complete surrender of Sharad Pawar and company to the BJP. And all this bonhomie which you are now witnessing on the stage, this is only for this one for keepsake. There's nothing behind that. Behind the whole thing, there is a crude effort to ensure that the NCP is crushed. And Sharad Pawar, being a wise person, is trying to save his losses by shaking hands with the BJP and ensuring that the rest of his life and then his political career goes on smoothly without being humiliated by ED raids and then other things like what happened to his own party people like Anil Deshmukh and Nawab Malik and all that. So he's basically saving his skin, and if in the process, if the NCP is marginalized, he doesn't just bother about that. But ultimately for him, it is to ensure his own dignity and ensure that his only concern is that Supriya Sule. Supriya Sule is in herself, she's a very, very sober, level-headed leader, extremely friendly, accessible to everybody, to the masses and classes and all that. So his basic concern is that Supriya Sule's future should be ensured. And I believe that the BJP has given him an assurance that they will not do anything which will harm her political career. So
well, we're also getting visuals of the Prime Minister being conferred with the Lokmanya Tilak Award. It has been done. The citation was presented and then the award. And he's also wearing the headgear that represents the freedom fighters' headgear as well. Kiran, what Mr. Balakrishnan was talking about as well earlier on. Now, what next? Do you think in this coming meet of the opposition alliance, it's going to be important to see whether Sharad Pawar is even a part of that meeting or not?
Exactly. It depends upon Pawar's political futures. I mean, if Pawar decides to go ahead with his plan and tour the Maharashtra extensively and keep a united front against the BJP, then of course he will part of the INDA front. But if Pawar skips that meeting, if Pawar or Supriya skips that meeting, then the message is very loud and clear that the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government will be over in that situation. Congress and Uddhav Thackeray will be deserted to fight their own battle without any support.